What's good, y'all? Blacksmith here, and today we're here to talk about Monkey Man. This movie serves as a directorial debut from Dev Patel, who we all know as the lead actor in the classic movie Slumdog Millionaire. If you haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire, go check that out. This movie is also produced by Jordan Peele, who needs no introduction. From the time the first trailer dropped from this movie, it got all the hype as being the next John Wick. So, did it live up to it? Let's talk about it. Monkey Man is about a man who serves as a fighter in an underground fight club and has the opportunity to seek vengeance on those who took away his family in his past. Oh, and he wears a mask sometimes when he fights. The story sounds pretty cool. Now let's get into these pros and cons. Now the first pro we're going to talk about is the obvious one, the action. There was not a second in this movie that I was disappointed with the fight scenes. I mean, the movie even opens up with a great fight, so how could you really go wrong with that starting point? Now, I'm usually not one to talk about fighting choreography, but for this movie, I'll make an exception. It seemed as if in this movie, all the fights, every kick, every punch, every throw was so well choreographed as far as it trying to seem realistic. Basically, what I'm saying is the fights were just as sloppy as they were polished. And that's because this character is not like John Wick at all. He didn't necessarily have any special set of fighting skills. He didn't have the training of a mercenary. So he was pretty much just an average fighter who really kicked some ass. The next pro I'm going to talk about is the story. Now, as basic as the story is, there are actually a lot more elements that go into this. Again, seeing as this character is not a mercenary, doesn't really have any connections to mercenaries. So how did he achieve his goal in all this? That's where the story gets interesting. Throughout the movie, the character was able to take things that happened in his past and make them work for his present in a very creative way. Coming from an impoverished part of the country, the character had nothing but disadvantages, and he was able to turn them around and make them work to his advantage to get his revenge. Not gonna lie, I was very intrigued on how he got it done. The last pro I'm gonna talk about are hidden elements and symbolism and Easter eggs, specifically to John Wick. Like I said, when this movie was first announced, there was a lot of hype about this being the next John Wick, and the directors and producers did not pull any punches to make fun of that. If you've seen all the John Wick movies, you are going to notice some things in this movie that have some of the John Wick elements in it, and it's pretty entertaining. Yeah, they decided to put a lot of tongue-in-cheek humor in here to amuse John Wick fans. So pay attention to them, or you might miss them. Now, when it comes to the cons, I don't really have a lot of them. My only con in this case would have to be that people compared this movie to John Wick too soon. Because this movie is nothing like John Wick, it should not become a series. It should just be a one-off between Dev Patel and Jordan Peele, and they should leave the story the way it is right here. So if you're looking for a damn good action movie, go see this one, Monkey Man. Thanks for checking out my review. Let me know in the comments if you plan on seeing this movie. Let me know if you've already seen it and what you thought about it. Let me know what you thought about this review, and give your boy a follow. I really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.